There are two parts to it, right? One part is the digital transformation that has happened before this, prior to COVID, and what will happen from now. So when I look at the previous transformation thing that has happened, it has been slow, especially in the mid-tier companies. Besides audio video communication and moving certain bit of their workloads to cloud, there has not been a lot of transformation that they have done in-house. They do have the talent to go through the transformation, but they do not have the mindset to go through the transformation. So my advice to mid-tier companies is that they have to look at the triad of people, process, and technology. Buying technology is the easiest part, but what they have to do is they have to reskill and upskill their employees, and they have to set up processes and ways that they can work and enable people to work. So let's look at this example. What will happen post COVID? So in first, people were in the mode of denial that okay, whatever has happened. It will open up. Now the second phase of lockdown has come. They are thinking now, thinking big time, but still they are in the denial mode that a lot of transformation or a lot of things might not change. They're just worried, but they're not taking actions. They are just thinking through. So my advice to them is they have to start planning. We do not just look at the COVID-19, but there are certain other business continuity planning that they must make, because these challenges can come back in the future. COVID can get extended for a longer amount of time. There can be partial lockdowns. There can be rules and regulation that can be set up for everyone to operate. The planning has to happen now. I do not still see mid-tier companies in the planning mode and in the execution mode. They're still in the thinking mode, which is very, very dangerous. On the other side of it, when they are going through all these challenges, what they're looking at is shedding weight, which means possibly removing their senior people and a lot of other things that they're thinking of. My advice is not to look at removing senior people, especially because these are the people who can only lead the digital transformation within their organizations. So they should look at letting them go through certain courses online, reskill them, upskill them. Otherwise, they'll be in a big mess if they let their important people go at this point of time. So that is what my input would be. And see, again, there'll be leaders and there'll be laggards. So this will we will continue to see this in the post-COVID world, that there'll be companies who will transform themselves, change their business models, move fast, and then there'll be laggards who will not move fast, and they'll possibly see the downturn in their revenue and outcomes over a period of next 5 years is where the real change will come, because we will all go through this. Time would pass, and once this time goes in, there'll be platforms set for people who have transformed themselves to scale up, and people who do not really put the process and get their people skilled and reskilled, they'll not be able to scale up from there. Again, there are two parts to this entire change that they'll see from application development and product side. So first and foremost, what will happen is beyond the knee-jerk reactions, as some of my colleagues have mentioned, that people went on to get devices and other stuff. Beyond the knee-jerk reaction, two parts. First, they'll look at what they've invested on. So whatever products that they've invested on, there'll be a lot of focus within their teams to adopt it better. The second part is a lot of people would have heard of something called RPA, which is called robotic process automation. So a lot of these automation things will come into play. That will be zero touch. But what will happen is you have to set the base right. At this point of time, the mid-tier companies doesn't have the right platform to build a lot of such automation things in place. So first and foremost, they'll start with moving their ERP or finance systems on cloud. They'll focus on work from home environment with the project tracking and task management tools to improve the productivity and even track the outcome of their employees in the organization. Because this will happen, people then would look at setting up security, right, which is beyond the network that they have, which is about mobile application management or device management that will go into play. Video and audio communication, you would have noticed that it has seen a big jump in any case. It is once they start getting this platform right, the automation would start from email alerts to business analytics and even new ways of implementing compliance. Say, imagine a government releases certain compliance guidelines to manage their office work in a COVID environment. How do you even audit and adhere to those compliances? How do you even track it? So for those also, there is agile development that has to happen, for which the platform has to be set. So it's more of this part from adoption to setting up the base platform right to build something new is where the focus of organization would be. And just for an example, right, in the last 40-45 days on Fortran Academy that we run, we used to get about 100,000, 200,000 people a month. Now, in the last 40-45 days, we have got 2 million people consuming our content on Fortran Academy. So imagine that the rate of adoption has gone higher because people are now trying to learn these things that they did not know before, but they did not value that much before. Now the focus is from the employee side and as well as the organization side on all fronts. There are plenty of tools available to meet your organization, starting from whether you need it for internal purpose or to resolve the queries of your customers. So if you look at a company called LogMeIn, which does rescue, there are other companies like Freshdesk, which has Freshservice and Freshdesk available. Then there are products available from ManageEngine and Zoho. So you can look at all sorts of products. If you want to go to a level wherein you also want to control the assets, there are other asset management softwares available. So it really depends on what kind of industry you are. Better to pick up the tools that are relevant in your industry and your work environment and scenario.